Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we've got prices mostly lower overnight. Beans down about 6 or 7 cents. We've got meal down a little over $1. Oil has come back and is now trading unchanged, while corn and wheat are lower. Outside markets, you got the dollar a little bit higher, crude a little bit lower, and stocks are trying to manage small gains. Today, export sales numbers, we're looking at wheat somewhere between 150 and 500,000 tons versus 390 last week. The corn number should be around 4, maybe 4.5 million tons versus 985 last week, showing all the corn that China bought last week. And beans, 100 to 450,000 tons versus 200 last week. So the corn export demand remains strong, while the bean export demand seasonally tends to drop off as South America takes over as the major supplier of world beans. Still, when we look at the markets, it seems like corn can't rally. It should, but it's unable to rally without a big rally in beans. And also the fact that wheat continues to trade lower offers some resistance to the corn. We're looking at hard red runner wheat areas. Wheat prices, cash versus corn, cash is just increased feeding. And some people would think that we could see as much as 120 million bushels of hard wheat fed this year. USDA's got plugged in their estimate of only 35 million bushels. We noted that Mexico is talking about a little bit lower corn crop than what the USDA is saying. We also note that in Russia, if we plug in 70 to 75 million ton wheat crop, maybe 35 to 37 million tons of exports, their flour prices continue to be at historical highs. Now, if they make the decision to lower their exports to 30 to 33 million tons, that brings down their domestic flour prices, which during this election year, some people in the government would like to see. It makes questions about their wheat demand or wheat exports, especially in the June to August timeframe, when normally they are dominant. We also are seeing globally, like the Russian sunseed prices, European canola or rapeseed prices continue to remain firm due to lower supply. Palm oil was to take a rest overnight last night, trading lower on seasonalities based on the fact that maybe the higher prices is slowing demand and that historically production tends to pick up this time of year. The big news, I think, for especially the corn and bean market will be the March 31 stocks and acreage report. Weather-wise here in the U.S., it looks like some showers moving across the Midwest, especially in the Ohio River Valley. The second week of the forecast, which is early April, suggests a big warm-up across the Midwest with maybe rains less than normal, which should be good for planting the spring crop. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.